Welcome back to Rocco's Modern Island. This level's got a surprise in it. Look at this, viewer. They can't even fit the whole thing on one screen. The power of Rocco's Modern Island cannot be contained. So these big square sections here, see, most of the sections are rectangular and you can only fit maybe 2 guys, but the square ones, they've got ample room for chickens maxing, as that one guy says. So as we get going, we're gonna have so many damn chickens in there, it's gonna look like some place that has lots of chickens. Okay, and away we go. Trying to do this without any upgrades on the main character. Fuck. I swear to God, if you were even a single hair off the path, well, you might as well just lay down and die. Lay down and die. Rocco's Modern Island. You get it? 'Cause that's not the name of the game. It sounds similar, but it's slightly off. Anyway, I got a fun idea. Since you're a person who watches Let's Plays, you could probably stand to lose some weight, I assume. So we're gonna have a fun game here. During the next action segment, when the dinosaurs start running through, I want you to stand up and start doing some jumping jacks until it's over. I'm gonna be the next, not Richard Simmons, who was Jack Hanley. One of those crusty old men at work said there was a guy who was like Richard Simmons, but from the 40s. I'm gonna be the next that guy. I'll do them with you. Okay, ready? Jumping jacks. Gosh, I hope nobody was looking in my window just then. This guy's crazy. You might not have been able to see it, but I was definitely doing them. You could hear my microphone rattling as I went up and down. I guess I could have just set the microphone down while I was doing them, but hey, you gotta commit to the bit. So we just gotta do that every round, and soon you'll be the fittest man in whatever country you live in. Because remember, YouTube is an international website. I don't know what country you're watching this in. You could be watching this in South Korea, or you could be watching this in Cozumel, Mexico, or you could be watching this in a steel shack out in the woods, I don't know. Just thinking about that old Oni Plays thing where he thought 3 Lame lived in a shack out in the desert, and he's just a dirty old desert man who lives in a steel shack that probably doesn't even have electricity. And you can just tell that based on how he makes his videos. Funny stuff. Fucking hell, we're doing everything we're supposed to do here. And yet... So, looking ahead, the margin of error is going to be very thin. We're talking Christian Bale and the Machinist levels of thin. We could make very few mistakes at this point. Future me's gotta make up for the mistakes of past me. Just like in real life, huh? All you uber experienced Dwayne The Rock Island players might have noticed that I'm not spending enough on the chickens up there. My supply of chickens is in fact very thin. The chickens are as thin as Boogie 2988 is wide. Probably thinking, come on, what are you showing me? I can't get by on just 2 chickens. Heavens to Betsy, did grapefruit teach you nothing? Oh, and are you still doing the jumping jacks, by the way, viewer? I guess I gave up on that after trying it just once, just like in real life. But I assume you're still doing them. You gotta win the World Cup or whatever. You gotta be in tip-top shape. Show Messi who's boss. Tell him the only thing that's messy here is your fucking adult diapers. I'm a guy who watches Let's Plays. I'm the peak human specimen. I am a glowing picture of physical health. Put down more chickens, you idiot. What are you doing? What are you doing? Anyway, so, I saw this thing in the news the other day. There's this new movement going on. It's called natalism. It's supposed to be like a response to declining birth rates in the developed world, and it's just the idea that people should just be having way more sex and having way more kids and all those sort of things. And anyway, they interviewed the couple who are like at the head of things, and the wife was like crazy hot, and it's just like, I wonder if the guy's even into this movement, or if he's just kind of like, kind of going along with it. Like, you want me to sign up for a movement where the main belief, the main tenet is that I have to have sex with my wife all the time? I mean, who would say no to that? Certainly not I. Okay, we got 3 chickens now. Maybe we can do something with that. Enough chickens we can open an Arby's. That's not funny. Fuck. Have I mentioned that the dinosaurs take branching paths on this particular stage, by the way? It's hard to predict where they're gonna go. So later on in this game, there's gonna be an enemy that's like a... It's gonna be a throat clearing. There's gonna be an enemy that's a big mosquito. It functions basically the same as the pterodactyl does. It just takes a few more hits. I'm telling you that now because we're probably not gonna get far enough to ever actually see it. But it is there. Speaking of big mosquitoes, you remember that one Punch Man villain where there was like a mosquito lady, and she would suck the blood out of people, and it was so much blood at once that they would die. Then she would have like a big O right when she absorbed all the blood at once, and we need more characters like that. Keep it up, Japan. You really know what people want. Okay, not much meat to go around. I'm sure there's a dirty joke in there somewhere about having enough meat to go around, but anyway, not quite enough to do the upgrades that we want. Of course, we can make changes in mid-match, but we're so completely swamped that we don't really have room to, because I have to be doing stuff in addition to the guys. We would have to stop our main character if we wanted to upgrade somebody. Damn it.